and all the facets of like all the areas of friends that you have, right?
If you're my friend and you throw me a surprise party, you're not my friend, eh? Let's just put it that way. I don't think any African person should be throwing a surprise party.
Because?
No, because black people, what do they want with surprise parties?
But
Black people have been surprised enough in history, Anele. Just tell us what's coming, yeah? Surprise! Yeah.
1652, we're minding our own business.
Yeah. Jan van Riebeeck was like, surprise! Yeah. No, guys, please. No, guys. If you're a black person and you want surprise parties, you didn't learn anything, eh?
And also, because black people never get there on time.
No, guys.
So then you surprise yourself. You get there, and then some people park where they were not supposed to park.
No, dude. Surprise parties, no, guys. You know what happens at a surprise party for black people? There's a child that's a surprise there. Surprise! Who's this? Yeah, this is your son. Yeah, surprise. Yeah, that's a surprise party. Don't play those games. Not tell me there's a party coming, and I will act surprised when I come. It's fine.
Oh, so I can plan it for you, but then I mustn't tell other people.
No surprises. What you must plan it with me.
Oh.
You must say, I want to throw you a surprise party. Tell me the time and the day, and tell me who you're inviting, and then I'll be surprised.
Okay. Note to self. No surprise parties.
Morning breakfast club. I just want to ask Trevor Noah to please laugh like Jacob Zuma. If he does that, I'll promise you I'll roll my car on the N1 now. Please.
Whoa. I mean,
did this guy say I'm gonna roll my car on the N1?
Where the protests? Are they on the N1? Because you want a space to roll.
You know what I like? What I like is that I like that guy said it like that's like a trick that he can do. Because he has like a confidence about it. He didn't say like a crazy thing. He was like, Trevor, if you can just do that, if you can, please, man, if you can just laugh like Jacob Zuma for me, man, I'll roll my car on the N1. You know, it's like he's that guy where his friends even talk about it. They're like, hey, Ricky, are you gonna roll your car? Oh, you know me, I'm gonna roll my car on the N1. You know, guys, like you're just having a good day sometimes. You just want to roll the car on the N1. You know, just somewhere, you know, that's the best thing about having good insurance, man. I just roll that thing anytime, you know. Just roll that thing, man. Just like, you know, celebrate. What's happening? What happened? I got a raise. Roll my car on the N1.
What joke do people always ask you to recite for them? What's the biggest callback one besides Jacob?
That's a good question. You know what? It's always different. I'm trying to think. Do people even ask me for a joke? No, most of the time people don't. They just like they just talk about things, but no one actually says to me, yo, can you tell me a joke? Which I like.
Like, stick on, baby!
Yeah, that used to be, like, people would just say that to me in the streets. And then if someone didn't know who I was or something, then they would just see a colored guy, and then people are screaming at them, stick on, Trevor! Stick on!
And then someone
and the people in the streets are like, someone's getting stabbed now. Like, you can't just say that in the streets.
It's about to go down.
Guys, you can't just run around saying that in the streets. So yeah, no, I'm like, people shout lines, but they don't ask you. Do you know what I mean? And then sometimes I don't know. There was a guy in New York. He was a Scottish guy. I had no clue what was going on. A guy just walked up to me and he's like, just, would you like a wee little drink? A wee little drink? And I was like, what?
What are you saying?
And then he was like, enjoy your show. Then he walked away and I was like, oh. I was like, in that moment, all I knew was I was with Donkey from Shrek. All of a sudden, I don't know what's going on here. I was Shrek and Donkey, you know what I mean? I was like, I don't know what's going on, man.
You see, now you had to go into your archives of your own jokes,
yes.
Right? So how's your memory? Because I heard that you did, is it Montreal where you were?
Yes.
2 weeks ago? Biggest comedy festival in the world. You did a one-man show for 2 hours back to back. So it was 2 hours, and on both instances you did 2 different shows.
No, I did an hour and a half.
Oh, gee.
Oh, yeah, that's much easier.
30 minutes is a lot of time, guys. 30 minutes is a lot of time. Imagine if you're having a romantic evening and the person goes, just 30 more minutes, and you can't. 30 minutes is a lot of time, guys. Don't play games here.
That 30 minutes?
30 minutes more. Hey, there's many people listening going, if I could get 30 more minutes, I'll get 30 more minutes. 30 more minutes is no joke.
Okay, hour and a half of new sets both times.
Yeah, you know what happened? I wasn't happy with the first show, so then I was like, so I'm going to change it for the second show. And
completely?
Yeah. Because you must, like, but I love comedy and I switch it up and I'm like, let's do it.
So are all these jokes always in your head?
Yeah, and then there's jokes that you don't even realize are in your head, but you're just doing them. Does that make sense?
So they come alive when you're on stage.
Yeah, so like sometimes I'll be performing and then I go with the audience. I can just feel it and I go like, we can talk about whatever.
Okay.
And you'll find an idea of something that's funny. You'll find, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like even like just small things. Like now, just listening to you guys, because I mean, obviously I haven't been listening to SA radio for a while. Do you know how strange it is to hear traffic with protests in the traffic. And you guys just report it like it's the most normal thing.
It is.
You should be like, let's check in with the traffic. There's a broken down car on the N1 South blocking a bit of traffic. If you're heading out there, watch out for that. We also got protest blocking stuff. If you're coming out of Dobsonville, there's a bit of traffic there. If you're also on coming on, you're just like, whoa, did you guys just say traffic protest? Yeah, there's a protest action. I like how you say that as well. Protest action.
Protest action.
You don't say protests. You don't like protest action. Makes it sound like there's another one where there's no action. It's just lazy people just on the side of the road.
Oh, that happens as well.
Yeah, this is true.
It's just like, no, this is protest action. Protest action. I wonder if protest people listen to that and then they're like, we made it. Yo, guys, we're on the traffic. Yo, protest action.
So when you land...
And then you know what sucks is, imagine if you're having a protest right now and no one's talking about you. Because there's 5 of you on some road and you're like, guys,
that also happens.
And then they're like, nothing, guys. Nothing.
It sounds like
Ben more tires.
It sounds like all the EFF strikes.
Oh, yo, protest action coming for you, Baba.
There's going to be a sea of red clothes.
Where you stay, my man. Get ready. I hope you like red.
It's going to happen for you. So when you land home and you're going to do comedy, like you're doing tomorrow at the Dome and on Thursday and Friday, you know, what's your biggest, I don't want to say fear because then it's like you're scared, but like what's your biggest concern?
I always want to do the best show possible. So I land at home and then I have to, like, you have to recalibrate. You have to remember, like, the rhythm in South Africa. You have to figure out, like, what's going on. You have to immerse yourself in the news. Because one thing I've learned is if you travel, you shouldn't actually have an opinion on the news of a place that you're not in. That's what I've come to learn. Yeah.
Okay.
So like a lot of South Africans make that mistake, and people overseas, they'd go like they read international news of South Africa and they go, "Oh, I heard this is happening. I heard that's happening." No, you don't actually know what's happening. Does that make sense? You get highlights and snippets.
Because you're not experiencing it.
Exactly.
You know, but you're not in it.
Exactly.
Okay.
And so the same thing happens when you're in America, then you can comment. So people will be like, "Oh, what do you think about what's happening in this country?" I'm like, guys, I don't know. I read the news and I think I know, but you don't actually know. So when I land, the first thing I do is I go, okay, it's time to live in South Africa again, feel it in the streets, hear what the news is. You get on, and then you start stumbling upon things that you enjoy, like the vote of no confidence. I was like, because now it's going to be like a secret ballot. I was like, if I was the DA and those guys, I would vote for Jacob Zuma to stay now.
How no?
Because guys, that would be the greatest tactical move. You go like, we're voting, right?
Yeah.
And it's secret.
And he's scared.
It's secret.
Yeah.
So then what do? You vote for him to stay. Then you go like, we want him to stay.
Why?
And then when he stays, then you're like, look at it. Jacob Zuma, the ANC votes for him. And then the ANC guys are like, but guys, what happened? No, guys, I voted against him. And it's like, how can you prove? I can't, it's a secret.
It was a secret.
It's a secret. It's like, who voted for him? I didn't vote for him. When did you vote for him? I didn't vote for him. And then everyone's there. And the DA's like, you see, we told you that they would never vote for him. And then you can I'll just make it a tactical thing.
He's there, go ahead.
Yeah, and then he'll just be like, listen properly.
And in your traffic update brought to you by Trevor Noah.
In the traffic is heavily backed up on the Soweto Highway, Boysens Road, Klip Rivier Drive, Def Club, as well as Garden Street due to protests in Boysens, Terfontein, as well as Rosettenville. In Midrand, there's been an accident on the N1 South after Olifantsfontein Road, causing delays. As a result, traffic is heavily backed up on Olifantsfontein, Samrand, as well as Royal Skraal Road, as well as Lever Road. In 4 ways, roadworks, we got protests in Protea Glen on the N12, R5559, as well as the R558.